Hello, this is RxTI Talks, and I'm Adam Chassie. We're spending a few moments with Peter Dibiaso, Head of Business Clinical Operations at Vertex Pharmaceuticals. We're going to learn a bit about how Vertex is working with sites, as well as what sites can do to improve their own business operations.
Vertex has really grown very, very rapidly over the last few years, and as part of that growth, I think there's a unique opportunity to acknowledge and recognize how to better engage our investigative sites. With that in mind, we've been able to incorporate a number of early initiatives to help us support those relationships. Specifically during the planning and feasibility process, having the ability to engage our sites, get constructive feedback in time to actually make significant changes to the protocol potentially. And another area is actually post-study. We're looking now and have developed post-study, for lack of a better term, report cards, where we have the ability to provide objective feedback to the sites as part of their focus on continuous improvement, and as far as our focus as well, and how can we best partner with the sites to hopefully advance not only the relationship but certainly the operational efficiency of our portfolio. It's still early days in terms of the implementation. I can tell you that the feedback that we've received to date from a number of sites, both large and small, is that this is information that they desperately need, yet seldom get. So from our perspective, it's a great first step already down the path. Every study truly is unique and different. I think it really comes down to finding the best match for study capabilities, study sites' capabilities, which may or may not be the same depending on one study to the next. I think underperforming sites is certainly an industry challenge, but it's actually shared by both the sponsor and by the site. One thing I think that was particularly helpful is really having the dialogue early, being able to measure what's actually happening at the site level. From a site perspective, being able to chart and track patient perspective. What are some of the barriers to enrollment? What are some of the ways that me as a sponsor can actually ease some of the burdens on patients vis-a-vis the sites? So I think transparency and really an acknowledgement of what's worked, what could work better, and how can we work together to really identify that. I'd also include in that the role of our key supplier, in the case of many sponsors, their CRO. So I don't want to underestimate the value of really the entire study community as we think about focusing on what really works best for sites and, more importantly, helps us enroll and retain subjects. And I think, all too often the sponsor-site relationship is unfortunately really defined by one protocol at a time, which I think is really a missed opportunity. I think increasingly sponsors are taking a look at their portfolio and identifying potential multiple studies. So I think as a forward-thinking sponsor and as a forward-thinking site, being able to share upcoming capabilities, being able to share what our portfolio looks like, and having transparency in terms of are there other future study opportunities that we can take advantage of a good positive relationship and build on that even further.
RxTI Talks is brought to you by the Rx Trials Institute. Thank you for watching. Join us for more episodes, each highlighting some of clinical research's most innovative companies and individuals. Looking for more great thinking? Join the conversation at the Site Solutions Summit this October at the PGA National Resort in Palm Beach Gardens. Proudly hosted by the Rx Trials Institute. This year's summit brings together more sites, sponsors, and CROs than ever before. Visit www.sitesolutionssummit.com and register today before the seats sell out.